Well, welcome to the Holy Tabletop. I don't even know if we're going to be calling it that, but if we are, it's the Holy Tabletop. And welcome today as we are rejoining our campaign to the land of Zoe-Thane. I have with me today Dwight. Welcome, playing his character Wyatt.
Wyatt. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, welcome. Glad you're here today.
I'm excited to be here. I can't wait to kick some butt.
Awesome. And then we have Kyle Keast. Welcome.
What's up?
Glad you're here.
Glad to be back.
Yeah. Good to have you. And you're playing your character, a cleric, Robbie.
Wobbly waving feather.
Wobbly waving feather. Ready to
Reporting
go.
for duty.
And then we have over here David Wilinski. Welcome.
Welcome.
You're playing your character, King.
I am.
King Juggernaut.
King Juggernaut.
Maybe one day we'll find out what that name means. But...
Tell you when you're older.
Okay.
I just can't wait to be king.
Just because you're the oldest person in the room, David.
Oh, sorry.
Doesn't mean you can make that.
Don't reveal my age.
Don't rub it in.
Don't rub it in. Well, when we last met off, you guys had entered the unknown town of Zoe-Thane. There you decide to get a bite to eat at the local tavern, and the area in which you entered Zoe was kind of ramshackled, and that's just to say in the least. A lot of the houses and the shops were in various degrees of disarray and disrepair. And you met the tavern owner of the Breezy Fiddle, named Travis, and you had a great little conversation with him. You broke his bar, you broke his chandelier, and they...
To be fair, I broke those things.
And to be fair, it was not the greatest meal we've ever had. You know,
so therefore,
senses,
I am justified in breaking this chandelier.
Yeah.
You guys are great heroes. You went off to see, but you also learned in that period that there had been people disappearing from the town of Zoe-Thane. One thing you did notice, that as you walked from the more slummy area into the meadows, which is the more established and prosperous area of the city, you notice that there were this is mostly an elvish city. A lot of people were elvish, and if they weren't, they seemed to be in more of the servant class, if at best. So you went off to see what you could find out. You heard about the mayor, so you decided, what if we can talk to him? His name is Alder Greathand. And luckily, somebody spotted you almost the second you entered the meadows, and that was Norman. Norman checked you out and gave you a summons to the mayor, saying that this is a great opportunity for you. And on meeting Alder Greathand, Alder immediately gave you sketch vibes, but you decided to trust him anyways, and you followed his instructions to the letter, and you ended up meeting some zombies in a graveyard.
We did.
You found an old note clutched in one of the zombies' hands, and in that note it told you to go to a certain cave. You decided to sleep outside the cave. Nothing bad happened. Who knew?
We stood watch.
On entering the cave, Wyatt was immediately poisoned, and after figuring out you can block the darts with just a shield, the other two made it through just fine. As you
Thanks for
enter...
going first. I really appreciate that.
And that is
Thanks
where
for loaning me your shield as well.
Absolutely.
As you enter this dimly lit cavernous area right off the tunnel, the first thing you notice is that the whole cavern is dimly lit by purple kind of arcane lights around the edges. You notice a lot of bones and discarded bodies are strewn about, and there is not a pleasant smell here. It is putrid and decomposing flesh. And you guys enter, as you can see here down on the board, and find standing on top of a plinth in the middle of the room with a altar that is just covered in coagulated blood. That's a great word.
I was going to say, what did you just call me? What is that?
Congealed blood. It's just covered all over with blood. Upon that is a man clad in just golden armor, carrying a big old crossbow, and he's laughing. And before anybody says a word, as you enter, a magical door closes behind you with a kind of a loud whoosh. Well, welcome, travelers. I'm glad you took me up on my request to meet me here. I bet you didn't expect me here today. Welcome.
It's good to be here.
I'm glad you're here. You see, I have recently discovered this altar, And I found that it has the ability when I kill somebody on it or a freshly dead person is brought to it, that I could bring them back to life and command them whatever I want. And I'm fabulously rich, so I wanted something to do. I've just been using peasants, and I thought, you guys are a little bit stronger than peasants, and I don't want to hurt any of my maroon guard. I need them to guard me. So you are my next zombies. How's that sound? I think it sounds great.
I would like to politely decline.
Yeah, thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let us out of here immediately.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that, because I'm not going to. I'm just going to kill you. And as he laughs, he raises his hand up in the air, which is kind of covered in some of the blood, just some fresh blood. And everybody roll initiative, please.
Well, let's go for it.
And let me know.
Beautiful.
Got 11.
6.
I got a natural 1.
I don't think
All right.
You're going to be going first.
So you got a 6, Robbie?
Wyatt got 6.
Oh, okay.
Wabi got 11.
That mixed you up. And you got a 1.
Happens a lot,
King.
you know?
Actually, it's a 0,
We're both really good looking.
which is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I don't even know if that's
It was taken
possible.
all the time.
Is a 0 possible?
I don't know. I have you in here as negative 42 somehow. 1. Okay.
Whoa.
You're not going to go for the next 5 years.
Yeah,
King passes out.
King
And now it's
decides
Wyatt and Wabi.
mandatory long rest.
mandatory long rest.
So, mandatory long rest. 2 zombies animate next to him on either side of the plinth. And
Delicious.
over to your right, you hear the rattling of some bones that have been lying around as a skeleton comes to life over here. He is a archer. I don't know if that matters. All right, here we go. He has a bow in his hands, and that was kind of laying amongst his untouched bones as he rises up. And there you go. And the first person that gets to fight is that skeleton. And he's going to take a look at y'all and take aim for the sea. This is you, Wyatt. You're green. And this is that's you, David.
King.
And this is you, Wabi. King. Sorry. Yes, that's you, King. And the skeleton's going to immediately take aim at King, the orange one, and he's going to attempt to shoot you with his bow. Oh, that is a natural 20 for that. So I'm guessing that hits.
That's just grand.
What?
That's just grand.
That's just grand, and he's gonna roll for damage, which is 6, so that is doubled. So you're immediately going to take 12 damage,
Ooh. Feels good, man.
which is not great for you. That was a really bad crit.
Better you than me, because that would have knocked me the heck out.
Real talk.
You can use your reaction to negate some of that damage if you want to.
Yeah,
With the
I think I'm gonna have to, right?
I think that'd be a good idea.
So let me just think about this for a moment.
All right.
And my reaction, I am going to try and reduce some of the damage that was dealt to me and roll a 12 die.
Yep. Roll a d12. I think it's +3.
Let's go.
I think it's the octagonal one. There you go. That one. Yeah. So give it a roll.
Come on, baby.
See
Come
what
on,
we
baby.
get. What is it? 5
5 + 3.
So yeah, reduce 8 of that damage, and you'll just
Beautiful.
take. Yeah,
Oops.
that's really good news for you.
That is
So we're-
great news.
Gonna heal 8.
Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Next up deck is Wabi. What are you gonna do?
All of a sudden, from behind the party, a booming voice is heard throughout the cavern. You don't know the power that you have messed with. This will be your final undoing. So as I use my thaumaturgy, my voice is echoing around the room,
Okay.
and sacred flame shoots out of my hand at the skeleton that just harmed
Okay.
King Juggernaut.
Is that a? Do I need a roll or you need a roll?
It's a dexterity,
It's a dexterity
saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw on the skeleton's part. Let's see. Let's see what he does. Does 15 succeed?
Dang it, it does.
Does he take any damage, or does it take half damage or not?
Does not do anything.
Okay, so so you make it a huge show,
Yikes.
like and
Yikes.
the zombies and the skeleton who are dead don't even notice you. And for a second, though, you look up at Alder, and he's like, "Oh, maybe I like the sounds and the performance of it all was just like, oh, maybe I have messed with the wrong people for a second here." But then you launch this radiant ball of light at the skeleton, and it just kind of fizzles out before it reaches the skeleton. It just
Yeah.
And he's like, and Alder's like, "Nice try." And then Zombie A's turn is up, and he's up here, and he's gonna make a lurching. Let's see. Make sure he can move. Okay, they're very slow. Only have 20 movement speed, so he can 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he can get within range of Wyatt, and he's gonna take a slash at Wyatt with just his hand and attempt to to maul you with it. And I'm guessing a 6 does not hit.
Does not.
No.
So he goes to hit you, and you just block it off with your shield.
Yeah,
No
let's go.
problem whatsoever. That's the end of his turn. Wyatt, you're up.
Wyatt takes out his long sword and immediately engages in combat with the
With a zombie.
zombie.
All right, roll to hit.
$18.
18 plus something, I'm sure, but 18 does hit.
Let's go.
It's probably like a 20 or something.
Let's go.
Take out this zombie.
Are you kidding me?
What'd you get?
That's not it.
I wish we could
What
show his
the
screen.
heck?
Just roll.
75.
75.
I'm so
Yeah,
let's
let's
go.
go.
I wish you could show your screen. Just
Oh,
roll
yeah.
20 d20s.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, hold on. So I got 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
When every dice that you possibly have gets rolled all at once.
I feel like 75 should be worth something.
Yeah, it's gotta do something, right?
75. All right, next up is Alder as he takes aim with his bow, and he's going to attempt to shoot. Oh, I totally forgot. It's too late now, but the arrow was just so well shot that it went for King, but it really should have been directed towards you with your shield.
Screw me, huh?
Yep. Sorry. Should have reminded me. Yeah. So he's gonna take a shot at. He's gonna shoot at Wyatt.
Dude, you
What
rolled
is going
that's
on
a
over
great
there?
roll.
Oh man,
Got a B for a roll.
101, dude.
101. What a beautiful roll for nothing.
Yeah, brother.
I'm so sorry.
He's gonna shoot his heavy
You
crossbow.
gotta, so that every time you shake it, it does a roll.
15. Does 15 hit?
Does 15?
Does 15 hit you?
No.
No. So Alder takes a shot at you with his heavy crossbow, and just like as you're like swinging at this zombie and just like scratching it across his chest, the arrow just flies by your head, unharmed, like no harm whatsoever to you, and you are fine. Yep. Okay. And now this zombie up here by Alder's turn is up. He is going to run as zombies do, which is not run, is just kind of limp its way down and get into range of King and try to take a slash at him.
Gonna get my face?
Just get in your face and does a 6 hit.
Absolutely.
It's a weak
not
sauce.
This should not
No
hit you.
way.
If that hits, you're in trouble. So he attempts to hit you, and you just kind of lightly dodge away because this guy was already exhausted from just walking down the plinth and trying to get to you. And that is the end of that zombie's turn.
Each square is how far?
5?
5?
Yep.
Okay.
And that brings it up to King. Your turn.
So I am so pumped by Robbie's theatrics and getting us ready for battle and being able to just take these stupid zombies down.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of upset that this dude is in my face. So I would like to give my shield back to Robbie because he handed it to me when we were going through the tunnel.
Okay, that's going to take up your action. If you're going to...
I wouldn't do that because I can cast shield for myself. I've got a staff that gives me a shield.
That would count as my whole action.
So don't do that.
But the reason is that I wanted to pull out my great axe and swipe at both of them with a two-handed sword.
Axe.
So then we won't do that.
Why don't you just put the shield on your back? Just do like an exchange.
Sure, yeah, I'll let you do that. But
Yeah?
make sure you unequip your shield so you don't have your AC bonus.
Okay. You'll have to help me with that. So then my action is going to be taking my shield and putting it on my back, and I'm going to pull out my great axe. And I am going to stand in between them and take a full-on spinning 360 swipe at both of these zombies.
I don't think they are within range, nor do I think that's the ability that you but I think it's awesome.
I am a giant Goliath, by the way.
Yeah, but you would also, even if that was an ability, you would end up hitting Wyatt as
All
well.
right,
Yeah,
so we're just
Please
gonna,
knock me out.
yeah, it's like he's got a shield. I thought.
Run.
All right, so we're just gonna take out this zombie.
That
That's a
sounds
great
good.
axe.
Yeah, roll to hit.
All right,
Take him out.
Come on, do it.
do it
Do it.
one time.
That's not gonna be a one-time.
That was a 3
That's a 3.
plus 6,
Yep, that doesn't have a hit.
and so we are left.
Wait. It was 3 plus 6?
Well, yeah,
You have a 6 plus to hit?
yeah.
Oh, that does hit.
Ah, let's go, King!
9 hits.
Let's go, King!
He's a butt king.
These things do not move much.
Have at it.
So pretty easy. So you hit. All right, roll for damage.
I just rolled a 20 die, right?
No.
12 die.
It should say on your X. 12-sided die.
Sorry.
I think
Here we go.
if you go to actions there, your great
clicked-
X. Well, it shouldn't have ended up at 20. I think that was the hit. That you hit the hit button. Hit DC. There's one next to it. That's the actual
Damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just did that. It was 10 plus 2 plus 4
Oh, okay.
is 16,
16 damage.
which is critical.
It's not critical, but it's enough to absolutely destroy this thing. How do you want to do it?
Yeah, we're gonna go right down the middle, and we want to split them in half.
So yeah, I see you had the shield on, and you just like, just smoothly like exchange the shield for this axe, and just absolutely slice this zombie
Let's
straight
go.
in half.
That's the athletic side of my Goliath. As I put this shield back, we come down and just swipe it right down the middle. And
Right down the
slice
middle.
it right down the middle.
for a lot of damage. It's not getting back up. All right, that ends. Is that the end of your turn?
Can we?
Did you rage already?
So I have not.
He's not.
You
What?
could have.
You could have.
Yeah.
And you can next.
I thought I had to do that after my turn, so that was
No,
my
the
fault.
bonus action can happen at any point during your turn.
Yeah.
So can we rage again? Can we rage?
Did you already rage?
No. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's not
can
rage.
I
What do you mean?
rage now?
What do you mean rage again?
Sorry, I mean rage.
Yeah, you can rage at this point. Sure.
I would love to rage
That's a
and
great idea.
attack the other zombie.
You don't get another attack, but
I thought that
you
was
do
a
have
part
your
of it.
bonus action, which you can rage with. Your action's been spent by slicing the zombie in half, quite epically, I might add.
Okay.
Yeah. At this point, you don't have 2 attacks. Sometime you might get
Yep.
2 attacks.
As you level up,
You're low level.
You'll
Yeah.
gain more.
And as I learn.
And then
Yeah,
you become
absolutely. Yeah.
Insane.
We're all learning.
However, we got one zombie down.
One zombie is down, and we're back up to the top. And as as you guys are fighting these zombies, Alder is just watching on top, really interested in your abilities, hoping that some of them pass over into your death, into your other life, as he might say. And he's really interested. But as he loses a zombie, he says, he thinks, you know what? And he raises his hand up once again. And this time, you hear kind of the crackles of more bones off to your left as another skeleton raises to life over here, wielding a sword ready to
This guy's dead,
Charge in the
right?
battle. That guy is totally dead. We'll move him off.
Yeah.
Cut him in half.
He's gone. Yeah. And then another zombie next to the plinth. This one looking rather fresh, looking like they were living not too long ago, rises up from the ground. And that's all the bodies on top of the plinth. But you see, as you're kind of scanning around, that there are a lot of bodies in here. Like, this isn't good news at all. All right. And then as you're kind of taking in this moment, a skeleton, the skeleton over here who shot before, is going to take another shot at King. A big target, the skeleton figures in its non-existent brain. And
However, doesn't the shield
It does.
yeah.
draw those away from me?
So we'll see if we'll hit. So the skeleton doesn't know that because it worked last time for some reason.
Right.
Because of that nat 20. We're going to say because of the nat 20
Nat
and due
20.
to an extra power and
All
strength
right.
that somehow broke
Higher
past,
being at play.
it broke past the magic of
Couldn't contain
of Wyatt's shield and just went straight for you. That's what we're going to say. And then +3 to hit. So the arrow is going to launch from the skeleton, and this time it's going to curve towards Robbie. Or not Robbie, Wyatt. And you both have W's at the beginning of your name. I just realized that. To
Not a
Wyatt.
problem.
And does a 13 hit.
No.
Cool. So it just impales itself and explodes off your shield. And you just kind of glance at it like, nah, that's cool. You know, no problem whatsoever for you. Then this new zombie is going to start walking down towards you guys and go for King again. And King, as this zombie approaches, you recognize this person. There's a big hole in their chest. Now this is not a living person anymore, but you recognize him as Travis from the Breezy Fiddle. And
Well, now you've gone too far.
Someone has to die.
Someone has.
Someone has to die.
and you are conflicted. We'll just say that. You'll get to make your decision at this point. How you feel about this. This is Travis, the person you made great bonds with. All this flashes in your mind within a second as he takes a big old gnarly hand and attempts to hit you in the face. And he's going to roll to hit. Does a 20 hit. Not nat 20, but does a 20 hit.
Like, what's with these 20s here?
Seriously.
I'm guessing yes. And he does only 2 damage. 2 bludgeoning damage, which if you're raging will cut down to 1.
Okay. 1 damage.
There you go. And that ends this zombie's turn and moves us on to Wabi, whose turn is next.
So Wabi still has this thaumaturgy, but now this booming voice turns into an intimate whisper in Alden's ears. And he just says, "You really don't know when to quit, do you?" And from
Alder's like, what is going on? He's just
I
looking
pop
around.
out from here,
Yes.
and I shoot this guiding bolt from my hands. Both cast almost like a Kamehameha, just straight at Alden. And we're gonna roll if this thing hits.
That one's yours, roll? Okay.
Yep. No.
Or is it my roll?
Yeah, I got a hit. All right. Nope. Dang it!
Is that a nat 1?
It's a it's a 2.
Oh, it's just a 2.
+6 on spell attacks, which I should have used on my last one. I had +6 to all my spell attacks.
The last one was a saving throw.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep. All right, so that does not hit, but he is unnerved. What does the guiding bolt look like as it kind of launches towards him?
It's this streak of white hot light, just like this electric, almost orb that just comes shooting out of my hands.
Yeah, he kind of dodges as it flies over him. This time, a totally effective spell, but he's just missing him and singeing kind of some of his hairs as it goes by. And he starts laughing and chuckling nervously. He's like, you're gonna need something better than that. As we move on to zombie. Let's see. Oh, yep. Skeleton B is up. And skeleton over here, he is wielding a sword. He's gonna run towards the guy. What kind of distance do you got? Much better than the zombie. 1, 2, and he would have made it. Yep. So he's gonna run over to you and attempt to hit you with his sword, his short sword. And does a 7 hit?
It does not.
Doesn't it? You just dodged right out of the way. No problem whatsoever. You saw him coming. They're kind of loud, so no problem. And then Wyatt, you are up.
Okay. Wyatt, as his eyes are locked onto the zombie right in front of him, yells out to both King and Wyatt and Wabi. Can someone please take care of this dang zombie that's shooting arrows at me? He grabs his sword and slashes at the zombie right in front of him.
Right in front of him. All right.
In
like that.
one fell swoop.
Fell swoop.
All right,
Hopefully your rolls are better than mine.
Roll the hit. What is it? It's on the floor.
It's gotta be good. I was gonna say it's gotta be good.
It's gotta be good. Once it's on the floor, you know it's
If
gonna
we want to
be
rule that if it's on the floor it counts, then we can. Or if
Or no, reroll.
it's
Which
up to
one?
you. Up to
Can
you.
you
But
pick the
it just
best?
stands for the rest of our entire history together.
I mean, it was a good roll, so I mean, I feel like at this point we need everything that we
I
can
was gonna
get.
say,
right?
take it all.
All rolls off the floor.
I ain't doing
Okay.
nothing at this
All
point.
rolls off the floor count now. Forever.
I like it.
Oh,
House rule. House rule.
house rule.
What is
Floor
that?
is like 5-second rule.
I was
If you
gonna
get to the dice
5-second
within
rule.
5 seconds, it counts.
And
If you
not,
don't like it, take longer than 5
Exactly,
seconds and just
yeah.
let it expire.
No.
I'm in.
Oh, 14. Okay.
14 plus anything? It should be plus something in your weapons. But that does hit. Just keep in mind to add that.
18. Yes.
Cool. 18.
Okay. Damage. A 7.
7 damage. Yeah, you slash this zombie right across the chest. It is kind of looking like it's barely holding itself together, but somehow like these like sinews like are holding. They're just keeping it intact enough for it to stand. But it is not looking great at this point at all.
Hoorah!
As this happens, Alder, who's just been hearing voices in his head as far as he can tell, takes another shot, and this time the voice he assumes must have been Wyatt, right? So he takes a shot, not understanding the magic of, and it is a 9 to 7, much worse. A 7 to hit. Does that hit you?
Absolutely not.
No. And so, again, another arrow flies off towards its target and veers away and doesn't hit anybody and just flies off and hits the wall in the background. And Alder's like, what is going on? As, like, you guys aren't supposed to be this powerful. As that is his turn. And that leads us to King Juggernaut, who is up.
And I said, mess with the best, die like the rest.
Is that what King says, or is that what David says?
That is, well, as I like King.
Okay,
So, yeah, King has led.
So remember, Travis is in front of you. Just a note.
We
It's
were
up to
just,
you. This
we,
is ju-
we
this is
were
the
just
splits-
responding to
Oh, Alder.
Alder
Gotcha.
with his response of how strong we are.
Yeah.
And so, Travis, I actually am a little concerned and feel bad for him. Unlike the other two, I enjoyed the food as a big man.
Otherwise punishable offense, like by death and zombie.
Only King could have enjoyed that meal. Right. Only King.
And
Only a man raised by wolves.
In his midlife.
The wolves is a real reason on why I like the food. But I would like to just communicate with him.
Okay.
For a moment, and
You're going
ask,
to attempt to talk to a zombie.
yeah,
Okay.
and ask him how did he get like this? Where did the transformation come from? Him being so sweet to us and wrecking his place and still liking us to being a zombie.
Okay. Make a persuasion check. This is your action. This is what you want to do for your action.
I think so because Travis is in my face, and so
Okay.
maybe we can get.
Okay, roll persuasion check.
It is a 13 plus 1.
14,
Okay.
yeah.
So as you speak to Travis, his jaw slackens a little bit off its like hinge, and he tilts his head at you and looks just blankly into your eyes, and that is it. As you kind of
I really
attempt to
persuaded him, huh?
as you attempt to
Wow.
reason
You had a moment.
with
You had a moment with the zombie.
with the zombie, he's not maybe he understands, but if he can, he's not saying anything. He doesn't look anything less aggressive either. He looks like he's ready to go still.
I immediately regret that move.
Do you want to do anything else? That's your action?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know that I have.
Okay. So, to the top of the round, we're back up. As we get to the top, Alder raises his hand once again. And as he does so, you hear some crackling in the back of the cave as another skeleton rises up all the way in the back with the bow. That is probably too far for it to shoot. I have to check. But, and as another zombie rises over here. This one
Good
looking
night.
a lot more dead and worse for wear. It is not looking good. But Skeleton A is going to take another shot, this time at Wyatt, because his arrows seem to go there anyways. Actually, no, he's going to shoot at King, because skeletons are dumb. It's straight up dumb. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I was gonna say, skeleton doesn't have any brains to.
He's
strategy
got
with.
a -2 for intelligence.
I'm gonna shoot the weaker one because
The skeleton doesn't care. He just wants to shoot the biggest thing. So he's going to attempt to shoot King. The arrow is going to veer off, and it's going to be a 21 to hit. Does it hit?
Yes.
Ooh, dang.
Yes, it does hit.
All right. He's going to roll for damage, which is 5 damage. You take you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
As finally an arrow comes your way, and this time it just misses the shield and buries itself in your arm, like your right shoulder, and you can just feel it sink in through your chainmail. It was stopped a bit by the chainmail, but it just kept going, and it has done some damage. All right, and then the zombie at the back of the cave is going to. This new zombie is going to make its way over towards Robbie. That's like a... Yeah, it barely makes it. It barely makes it to Robbie with its 20 feet of movement speed. And it's going to attempt to swipe at him. And does a... What is his attack modifier? Does a 10 hit.
A 10 does not hit me.
10 does not hit. You totally...
You missed.
Totally misses you. No
It's
problem
getting a little dicey
whatsoever.
over here
And
for
then
the
it's...
glass cannon.
Yeah, then it's your turn. Robbie Ravenfeather.
Oh man. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to get some sacred flame going up in this business because Wabi is not built for a brawl, so to speak. Wabi is small in stature compared to some of his companions.
I don't remember. Does that spell have anything special with zombies?
It's radiance damage,
Okay.
so it
Okay,
should be
nothing.
technically more effective on the undead.
I don't... Let's see. I'll check the... It would have... It doesn't... The zombies don't seem to have any...
They don't have any weakness to radiance.
It doesn't look like it.
All right.
Bummer.
Bummer. Da-da-da-dum.
Is that a saving throw for me? Which zombie is it?
I'm gonna attack this. I'm gonna attack the zombie straight in my face.
Okay.
So Wabi, again, he's like dodging all over the place and
Bobbing and
just
weaving.
like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and
Dancing with the staff.
Float like a butterfly,
Yeah,
sting like a bee.
exactly, and then just jabs up with this little just shot of magic out at the zombie straight in front of him.
All right.
And we're
Is that a saving throw for me?
correct? It's a dexterity saving throw.
Dex. That is a -2 for a zombie.
I like that.
But he rolled a 16, so there's a 14 save.
It says dexterity 14.
Okay.
Does tie go to the attacker or the defender?
I think so, yeah. I think he just saves.
Dang it. Got nothing.
So he almost accidentally dodges it as it launches up towards the ceiling, lighting up the cavern. And you can kind of see that this has the ceiling is quite high as the light kind of hits the top of the ceiling. And that is the end of your turn. Do you have anything else you want to do? Bonus actions or...
I am then going to use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith around myself.
Okay.
And so I see that the attack ricochets up into the ceiling, and so then I just spread out my arms in this luminescent, like shimmery blue light just kind of surrounds me like a bubble. And that's how I end my turn.
Sweet. All right. Cool. All right. All right. So that means that the skeleton all the way in the back of the cave is going to move up a little bit. And again, just take a shot at the clearest. There is not a lot of... I think it has a clear shot on Wyatt. Otherwise, really, everybody else is obstructed. So he's going to take a shot at Wyatt and see what happens. Does a... Skeleton C. Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
Absolutely.
Does not hit. So the arrow just flies by it harmlessly. As this is just a war of everybody missing, mostly. And then King slashing somebody in half. And then trying to reason with the zombie.
I was like, I immediately regret reasoning. I should just continue slashing zombies.
All right. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. You're dead. Okay, Zombie A's still alive. Look at him. He's... All right, so that's him. Which one's Zombie A? That one's the guy that just came up. So this guy that's going after Wyatt, he's going to take a hit at Wyatt. Just another slash with a wild slash with his arm. And does 11 hit.
No.
Does not. Bounces right off your shield. You are deflecting arrows and undead hands left and right. That is the end of that zombie's turn. Bringing it up to you, Wyatt.
So as Wyatt looks dead into the zombie's eyes, he's yelling back at King. Dang it, King! Stop trying to reason with zombies and let's kill some!
I told you I immediately regretted it.
He talks to the zombie and he's like, I regret this.
I regret this. This was a waste of my time.
Wyatt takes his long sword and does a final slash at the zombie right in front of him.
Takes a slash. What's your hit? What do you got? Roll to hit.
Are you freaking
4 plus what? 4 plus what?
kidding me? Let's see.
What is it?
6.
4 plus 6?
Sorry, it's 6.
Total 6? Oh, so it's
Or
plus
sorry,
2.
8.
8, yeah.
8.
Because plus 4 long.
What number is it?
It's an 8.
It's an 8. Because that hits.
Oh, yeah.
One time.
What do you hit for?